Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to your trusted place for senior health and wellness. I'm so glad you're here today. If you're over 60 or caring for someone who is, you've likely noticed that maintaining strong legs and steady mobility becomes more and more important with each passing year. After all, our legs carry us through life. They help us stay independent, confident, and active. But what if I told you there are two common vitamins, yes, vitamins that can actually weaken your legs as you age? And what if, unknowingly, your daily habits and diet might be making your legs feel heavier, weaker, or even more unstable? Well, you're not alone. Many seniors are unknowingly consuming these nutrients or foods that interfere with their leg strength, balance, and even circulation. In today's video, we'll explore the two worst vitamins that can reduce leg strength after 60, why they affect seniors differently than younger adults, what foods silently damage aging muscles and joints, and what you should eat instead to rebuild strength, support circulation, and feel more stable on your feet. So grab a glass of water, settle in, and let's dive into the real science and practical strategies you can use starting today. Before we get into the vitamins, let's take a moment to understand something very important. After age 60, muscle mass naturally declines. It's part of a process called sarcopenia. According to the National Institute on Aging, adults can lose 3% to 8% of their muscle mass each decade after 30, and the pace often speeds up after 60. That includes the large muscle groups in your thighs, calves, and hips, which are crucial for walking, getting up from chairs, climbing stairs, and preventing falls. But here's the kicker. Certain vitamins can actually accelerate this loss if taken in the wrong form or in excess. The first vitamin we need to talk about is vitamin A. Now, weight vitamin A is essential for vision, skin, and immune health. But there's a catch. When consumed in high doses, particularly in the form of retinol or retinol palmitate often found in multivitamins or liver supplements, it can interfere with bone density, increase the risk of hip fractures, and weaken muscle coordination. And seniors are especially at risk. A 2002 study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that high intake of vitamin A was associated with an increased risk of hip fractures in older women. Why? Because excess vitamin A can interfere with vitamin D, which is critical for calcium absorption and muscle strength. So, if your multivitamin contains more than 3,000 micrograms, 10,000 IU, of vitamin A in retinol form, it may be time to reconsider. So what should you do? First, read your supplement labels carefully. Look for vitamin A from beta-carotene, not retinol. Beta-carotene is plant-based and gets converted into vitamin A by your body as needed, reducing the risk of toxicity. Second, avoid overconsuming liver or cod liver oil, even though these are natural sources. They're extremely high in retinol and can tip you over the safe limit if taken regularly. Instead, enjoy foods like sweet potatoes, carrots, spinach, kale. These are rich in beta-carotene, the safer form of vitamin A, and also come packed with fiber, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds that support joint health. Okay, that's the first one. Now let's move on to the second vitamin that could be silently weakening your legs after 60. Vitamin E, but more specifically, synthetic vitamin E, often labeled as D-alpha tocopherol. Vitamin E is an antioxidant, and your body does need it in the right form and balance. But here's the problem. When taken in high-dose synthetic form, vitamin E can interfere with muscle metabolism, reduce physical performance, and even disrupt the way your nervous system communicates with muscles. A 2004 study in the journal Neurology even found that high-dose vitamin E supplementation was linked to increased risk of falling in older adults. And as you probably know, falls are one of the most serious risks for seniors, especially when leg strength is compromised. So again, what's the solution? Avoid high-dose synthetic supplements. Look for natural vitamin E sources labeled as D-alpha tocopherol, not D-alpha. Prioritize whole foods that naturally contain vitamin E in its full spectrum form. That means sunflower seeds, almonds, avocados, olive oil, spinach. These foods deliver not just vitamin E, but also healthy fats and other antioxidants that protect your joints, muscles, and circulation. You see, friends, it's not just about what we eat, it's about how it affects our aging bodies. And sometimes the most surprising culprits are hiding in the supplement bottles we trust the most. So now that we've uncovered the 2 worst vitamins to watch out for after 60, it's time to look at common foods that silently damage aging legs, joints, and muscles and what to eat instead. Now that we've identified the 2 worst vitamins that can weaken your legs after 60, vitamin A in excess retinol form and synthetic vitamin, let's talk about something just as important: the everyday foods that silently damage aging muscles, joints, and circulation. And more importantly, what you can eat instead to rebuild strength, reduce inflammation, and regain stability and energy. Let's start with one of the biggest culprits: refined carbohydrates. Think white bread, sugary breakfast cereals, crackers, white rice, and pasta made with refined flour. Now, these may seem harmless, especially if they've been staples for years. But here's what they do in aging bodies. They spike your blood sugar quickly, which causes a surge of insulin. That insulin surge leads to inflammation in the blood vessels and muscles. Over time, it causes a drop in muscle performance, stiffness in joints, and increased fat storage in the legs and abdomen. Worse still, chronic high blood sugar has been linked to nerve damage called peripheral neuropathy, which often affects the legs first. According to the American Diabetes Association, nearly 50% of adults over 65 with diabetes or prediabetes already show some signs of nerve damage in their lower limbs. And refined carbs only fuel the fire. So what should you do? Try swapping refined carbs for fiber-rich, whole grain options, such as oats, quinoa, whole wheat bread, barley, brown rice. These keep your blood sugar steady, support muscle energy, and reduce inflammation in joints and connective tissues. And here's a tip: always pair carbs with healthy fats and protein to keep your energy stable and your legs strong all day long. Vegetable oils, but not the healthy kind. Oils like soybean, corn, and canola are extremely common in packaged foods and restaurants. And while they've been marketed as heart-healthy, they're heavily refined and high in omega-6 fatty acids. Why does this matter? Because when omega-6 is too high and omega-3 is too low, the body becomes chronically inflamed. This kind of silent inflammation affects joint lubrication, muscle recovery, and even the small blood vessels in your legs that supply oxygen and nutrients to your tissues. Over time, this makes it harder for you to walk, climb stairs, or even stand for long periods without fatigue or pain. So what oil should you be using instead? Extra virgin olive oil, rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. Avocado oil, great for higher heat cooking. Coconut oil, in moderation. It provides healthy saturated fats and supports energy. And of course, try adding more omega-3 rich foods like fatty fish like salmon and sardines, chia seeds, walnuts, flax seeds. These help bring balance back to your inflammation levels and support joint mobility and leg strength. Another common food that many older adults eat regularly without knowing the damage is processed meats. These include bacon, sausages, deli turkey or ham, hot dogs. They're often high in sodium, preservatives like nitrates, and advanced glycation end products ages. What ages? They're compounds that age your tissues prematurely, stiffen the joints, and reduce elasticity in muscle fibers and tendons, particularly in the legs and hips. Studies have linked a high intake of processed meats with increased joint pain, higher risk of arthritis, and poorer muscle regeneration after exercise or injury. But don't worry, protein is essential as we age. You just need to choose it wisely. Instead of processed meats, try wild-caught salmon, skinless baked chicken, lentils and legumes, tofu or tempeh, grass-fed beef in moderation. These options support muscle repair, circulation, and provide anti-inflammatory benefits without the side effects preservatives or synthetic additives. So far, we've covered a lot. The 2 worst vitamins that weaken your legs after 60. Common foods that cause silent damage like refined carbs, inflammatory oils, and processed meats. And what to eat instead to protect and rebuild your strength. But we're not done yet. Simple, daily food habits to rebuild leg strength. Mobility-friendly exercises anyone can do from home. And the surprising brain-leg connection you've probably never heard about but absolutely need to know. We've covered a lot already: dangerous vitamins, sneaky foods, and smart swaps. Now let's talk about what you can actively do each day to rebuild your leg strength, protect your balance, and stay mobile well into your golden years. And yes, it starts with food, but also with simple habits you can start right now without expensive equipment or gym memberships. Let's dive into your daily game plan. One of the most powerful things you can do to support muscle strength, especially in your legs, is to start your day with protein. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition shows that seniors who consume 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal maintain more muscle mass and strength than those who eat less. Why breakfast? Because after an overnight fast, your body is in a breakdown state. Without protein in the morning, your muscles may continue to degrade. Here's what a muscle-friendly breakfast could look like: 2 scrambled eggs with spinach, a slice of whole grain toast, a side of Greek yogurt with berries, or even a smoothie with protein powder, banana, and almond butter. Don't skip breakfast, and don't skip the protein. Your legs will thank you. Hydration isn't just about quenching thirst. It's about muscle function. Did you know that even mild dehydration can cause muscle cramping, fatigue, and reduce coordination in the legs and hips? Older adults are especially vulnerable because the body's natural thirst mechanism dulls with age. So here's your goal. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. Start your morning with a glass of water before coffee. Add electrolytes like a pinch of sea salt or lemon juice if you sweat or take diuretics. Staying hydrated keeps muscles supple and joints well lubricated, making every step easier and more stable. Now, let's talk movement, but don't worry. We're not talking about intense workouts. One of the best things you can do is spend just 5 minutes each morning activating your leg muscles. Why? Because light, consistent movement improves blood flow, wakes up your neuromuscular system, and helps prevent stiffness, falls, and slow circulation. Here's a sample 5-minute routine. Seated leg lifts. Sit upright. Lift one leg at a time. Hold for 3 seconds. Repeat 10x per leg. Heel raises. Stand behind a chair, hold it back, and lift onto your toes slowly. 10 to 15 reps. Marching in place. Gently march while standing or seated for 1 to 2 minutes. Consistency is key. You don't have to do a lot, just a little every day to keep your legs strong and steady. Now here's something many people don't know. There's a direct connection between your brain and your leg strength. It's called the brain-leg connection, and as we age, it becomes more important than ever. The central nervous system, your brain, and spinal cord controls every step you take. But as we age, the speed and clarity of these nerve signals can slow down due to inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, or lack of stimulation. This can result in slower reaction time, poor balance, stumbling or dragging feet, even muscle atrophy when nerves stop firing properly. The good news? You can strengthen this brain-leg connection through movement and coordination exercises, mindful walking, focusing on heel-to-toe steps, and yes, even brain games like puzzles or memory tasks can improve how your legs respond. And don't forget, nutrients like vitamin B12, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids are critical for nerve health and signal clarity. We'll talk more about those in Part 4, plus some incredible foods and brain-boosting tips that double as leg strengtheners. You see, leg strength after 60 isn't just about muscle. It's about what you eat, how you move, how you hydrate, and how your brain talks to your body. And every little change you make today can add up to a safer, steadier, more confident tomorrow. In the next part, we'll go even deeper into essential nutrients seniors often lack that are crucial for strong legs, foods that restore muscle and nerve strength, and simple tips to support your bones, circulation, and coordination all at once. So far, we've uncovered the hidden dangers behind certain vitamins, the foods silently harming leg strength, and the simple daily habits that can make all the difference. Now, let's dive into the essential nutrients that are often missing from a senior's diet, nutrients that are absolutely critical for keeping your legs strong, stable, and pain-free. Because even if you're eating a fairly healthy diet, you might still be low in the key vitamins and minerals that support muscle contraction, nerve signaling, joint integrity, bone density. Let's take a look. Let's start with vitamin D3, a true powerhouse. Why is it so important? Because vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, maintain strong bones, and prevent muscle weakness, especially in the legs. Studies show that low vitamin D levels in older adults are closely linked to higher rates of falls, poor balance, slower walking speeds, and even reduced leg muscle strength. Unfortunately, nearly 70% of adults over 60 are deficient in vitamin D, especially those who don't get regular sun exposure. What to do? Try to get 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight daily on bare skin. Include D-rich foods like salmon, egg yolks, and mushrooms. And talk to your doctor about supplementing with vitamin D3, not D2, which is a form best absorbed by the body. Magnesium. Magnesium is essential for muscle relaxation and contraction, preventing cramps, supporting nerve communication, and even energy production. A magnesium deficiency can lead to tight, stiff, or twitchy muscles, leg cramps, especially at night, and restless legs that interfere with sleep. Where to get it? Dark leafy greens like spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, avocados, and black beans. If you're not getting enough from food, a magnesium glycinate supplement is gentle and easily absorbed. Now let's talk about omega-3s, the anti-inflammatory hero nutrients. As we age, inflammation becomes a major cause of leg weakness, joint stiffness, and slowed healing. Omega-3s help calm that fire. They support joint flexibility, brain-leg signal clarity, and even muscle protein synthesis. Great sources include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, chia seeds and flax seeds, walnuts, and high-quality fish oil supplements. These healthy fats also protect your heart and brain, making every step and thought sharper. Vitamin B12 is critical for maintaining nerve health, especially in your legs. Low B12 can cause numbness or tingling in the feet and legs, muscle weakness, and even trouble with balance or walking. Many seniors are low in B12 because our ability to absorb it declines with age. Good sources include animal products, eggs, poultry, fish, nutritional yeast for vegetarians, and B12 supplements, especially in methylcobalamin form, which is easier to absorb. If you're experiencing leg numbness or fatigue, talk to your doctor about checking your B12 levels. The truth is, our bodies are constantly talking to us, especially through our legs. A little stiffness here, a cramp there, a wobble we didn't expect. But every one of those signals is a chance to listen, to nourish, and to strengthen with the right nutrients, food choices, movement routines, and lifestyle habits. You can feel strong, steady, and confident again. You're not too old. It's not too late. And every step forward, no matter how small, counts. In the final part of this video, we'll wrap it all up by giving you a sample daily routine for strong legs after 60. A leg-nourishing meal plan to print or screenshot, and some final words of encouragement you may need to hear today. If you're ready to build legs that carry you with strength and grace for years to come. We've explored a lot together how certain health supplements may secretly harm your leg strength, which everyday foods might be quietly draining your muscles, and the powerful daily habits and nutrients that rebuild strength safely and naturally after 60. Now, let's bring it all together with a simple daily routine, something you can follow without stress, no matter your current fitness level or health situation. This is your Strong Legs After 60 daily plan. Morning. Start strong. Drink 1 glass of water with lemon. Rehydrate your joints and muscles. 5-minute morning leg routine, leg lifts, heel raises, seated marches. Eat a protein-rich breakfast like 2 eggs, whole grain toast, and spinach. Take supplements if needed, D3, magnesium, B12, or omega-3. Consult your doctor. Optional tip. Enjoy 10 to 15 minutes of morning sunlight for natural vitamin D. Midday, nourish and move. Eat a balanced lunch. Grilled chicken or fish, leafy greens, and whole grains. Add magnesium-rich foods like beans or almonds. Light walk after eating. Even 5 to 10 minutes helps with circulation and digestion. Do a few standing leg balance moves while brushing your teeth or cooking. Try mindful walking focus on each step and how your foot lands. Evening, recover and repair. Dinner with omega-3s, baked salmon, roasted veggies, and a small sweet potato. Limit inflammatory foods like sugar, fried items, and excessive dairy. Gentle stretching or warm bath to soothe tired legs. B12, rich snack before bed. Hard-boiled egg, Greek yogurt, or nutritional yeast popcorn. Elevate your legs for 10 minutes to improve blood flow and reduce swelling. Do light strength exercises 2 to 3 times a week, resistance bands, chair squats. Balance drills, standing on one foot, heel-to-toe walking, massage, or foam rolling for sore muscles. Track how you feel in a simple notebook. Strength, energy, mood, sleep. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be perfect. But every little choice, every good meal, every step, every stretch adds up to real strength, real freedom, and real independence. Before we close, here's a final recap of what to avoid. Vitamin E megadoses may interfere with muscle strength. High-dose calcium, without balance, can cause cramps or kidney strain. Processed and fried foods fuel inflammation, worsen joint pain. Skipping meals or protein leads to muscle breakdown. Long sitting spells without movement weakens leg muscles rapidly. The takeaway? Know your body. Feed it wisely. Move it daily. And protect it with love and intention. If your legs feel weaker than they used to, if stairs feel steeper, if you've lost confidence in your balance, please remember this. You can rebuild your strength. You can nourish your muscles and joints. And you can feel steady, strong, and secure again. It starts with awareness. It builds with small daily choices. And it grows with hope and effort. You deserve to feel good in your body again. You deserve to walk with freedom. And most of all, you deserve a long life full of vitality and movement. So here's to stronger legs, a stronger you, and the beautiful days still ahead. Take care, stay safe, and keep moving forward one strong step at a time. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more senior health content, and share it with someone who could use stronger legs and a little encouragement today. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay well and stay strong.